What's good, y'all? Welcome to the lab. It's your boy, it's your brother, none other, the one and only Ariel Inspires. And I want to thank you for joining us for another episode of Ariel Inspires YouTube channel. I really appreciate all of you guys. I really appreciate all of the feedback I'm getting. I really appreciate all of your comments, all of your likes, all of your subscriptions. I just wanted to tell you that, yo, you're the best at what you do, no matter what anybody else says. Why? Because you're unique in your own way, okay? So you don't have to worry about the world. You don't have to worry about competition. You don't have to worry about your family, your friends, nobody. All you have to do every day is worry about developing yourself, developing your craft, and continuing to try to achieve the things you set out to do. Point blank, period. That's all. That's it, okay? The only competition is you and the man you was yesterday. Always try to be better than the man you was yesterday. That's it. And with that, one small step a day will make you better than you was yesterday. So, without further ado, let's get into it, y'all. And we back at it. And we're going to do Confidence Coaching Part 2. Confidence Coaching Part 2. We're going to talk about confidence again because confidence is key in your toolbox. And when you take your toolbox with you, you need to have confidence in here so you can be successful, okay? You gotta have confidence in your toolbox. Confidence is so important because if you're not confident in yourself, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna be able to get the job done because the job requires you to be confident, okay? If you wanna be an entertainer, it requires you to be confident in front of a camera. If you wanna be a construction worker, it requires you to be confident at operating the machinery in which you use to build buildings, build structures, walls, railroads, highways, whatever. You gotta be confident at the materials you use every single day. If you wanna be a teacher, if you wanna be a principal, if you wanna be a business owner, you gotta be confident in yourself and you gotta be confident in your abilities, okay? You can't continue to question yourself and you can't continue to get down on yourself and you can't continue to be in doubt and in fear because then you will lack confidence, all right? And we want you to be confident because confidence makes you happier, confidence makes you do more, confidence keep you fueled up so you have the energy to do whatever it is you need to do, and confidence just makes you an overall better person, a more happier person, and have higher self-esteem because you're confident in yourself and you don't allow people to take you out of your comfort zone, all right? So we're going to talk about confidence boosters and we're going to talk about confidence crushers because we got to have both ends of the spectrum. We can't just have one side of the story, okay? Don't know someone's glory until you know their story, all right? Everyone's have a story, all right? Everyone has a past, everyone has a present, everyone probably is going to have a future, all right? And you can't judge the measure of someone else's success without knowing their story first. So know the story before you know the glory. Because you just see the glory and you may think that what they did was achievable, but you don't know what they sacrificed in order to get to where they are. You don't know what they've been through in order to get where they are. You don't know the downfalls. You don't know the struggles. You don't know the experiences that they had to go through in order to achieve the things that they had to achieve. So be careful in what you wish for, right? So let's get into confidence coaching part 2, okay? We're going to do some confidence boosters and some confidence crushers, okay? We're going to start with the boosters. Doing these things will help you be more confident, okay? These things will boost your confidence no matter what. It is proven. It has stood the test of time. There is no principle that can crush this. You have to do these things in order to be confident, okay? And one thing you can do to boost your confidence is help someone else, okay? If you want money, then go give somebody money, right? If you want a compliment, then go give someone else a compliment. If you want to be treated a certain way, you treat someone a certain way. Why? Because this will help boost your confidence. When you do something for someone else, when you mentor them, when you teach them, when you coach them, when you give them a compliment, when you give them a hug, it all comes back tenfold unto you. okay? When you give someone a compliment, you get a compliment back, right? And compliments make us feel good about ourselves. Compliments boost our ability to do the task that we set out to do. For example, if you're an artist and you're a rapper and someone says, hey man, your rap's just killing it, you mad nice, that boosts your confidence, right? So if you want to boost your confidence, you compliment someone else, you say, hey young man, hey young woman, I see you doing your thing in school, continue to do your thing, continue to bring home A's, you're doing a great job, right? That makes them happy, makes them smile. When you see them smile, when you make them happy, that in return makes you happy, okay? So one way to boost your confidence is to help someone else, okay? Another way to boost your confidence develop your mind, develop your brain. Always learn, always grow, always read, always study, always talk to someone smarter than you, always watch an interview of someone smarter than you, watch a YouTube video of something that you would like to do. Always develop your mind, because the more you develop your mind, the more confident you become, because your mind controls the body. So if you control the mind and you build up the mind, and the mind is like a muscle, okay? The more you flex it, the more you work it out, the bigger and stronger it goes. So the more you work your brain, the more confident you will become. Start with reading a book. If you read a 100-page book, try a 150-page book. After you read a 150-page book, try a 200-page book. There are millions of books on this planet on millions of topics and subjects. Pick a topic which you like, pick a topic in which you want to study, and read that book and develop your mind, because the more you develop your mind, the more confident you become. Confidence is something that can be grown, okay? Right? There's some skills and some things that you can't teach. For example, you can't teach height. You are born with what you're born with, and you grow to that certain limit, and that's it, okay? That is it. If you become 5'10" at 25, you're most likely going to stay 5'10" from the rest of your life. If you grow 6'10" by 25, you're going to be 6'10" for the rest of your life. You can't teach height, right? But you can teach confidence. Confidence is immaterial, okay? Confidence is what we think of ourselves. Confidence is how we view ourselves. Confidence is self-assurance. You can build that. You can develop that. You can train that, right? If you've seen my shirt, you can see Muhammad Ali, right? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. This was one of the most confident men on the planet. If you don't know who Muhammad Ali is, go to YouTube and watch some of his clips. Go to watch some of his fights. He was the boxer. He was probably the best boxer in boxing history, okay? He took this thing global. Muhammad Ali was a social activist. Muhammad Ali stood in front of cameras and spoke from his heart and spoke the truth because he was confident in his abilities. He talked the most trash when it came to boxing. His banter was like no other. He took boxing to the next level, okay? Muhammad Ali, one of the most confident people in the entire world, all right? So, another step to boost your confidence is visualization, okay? This is easy and simple to do, right? We can take time out of our day, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. We have 24 hours in a day. We can use that time to visualize ourselves as to who we want to be, where we want to be. We can use deep thought and meditation to visualize ourselves in places we want to be, right? So if you're a boxer, you might visualize yourself in the ring, right? And you might be practicing your skill, practicing your craft, okay? You can visualize that all day, every day. I'm giving you things that you can do in your spare time. I'm giving you things that you can do right in the comfort of your own home. I'm giving you things to put into practice right now, because it's not some illusion. This is not some fairy tale. This is not something that you can't do. I want to give you things to help that you can do every single day because I want you to be the best that you can be. I'm not teaching you. I'm not making this YouTube channel. I don't have all of these social media outlets just for myself, okay? I use these things to help develop you, right? So these things you can do right in your own home, okay? Another thing, you gotta cheer for yourself. You gotta be your number one cheerleader. You know why? Because you're your number one worst critic. You put yourself down more than anybody else. You see the flaws in you more than anybody else. You see the negatives in you more than anybody else. You talk yourself out of it before you talk yourself in it, okay? You have to learn to cheer for yourself. You have to learn to not be so humble and claim your greatness. You have to not be so humble and be ashamed of letting the world know you're awesome. Don't be afraid to let the world know you're awesome. Don't be afraid and hold yourself back based on the feelings of everybody else around you. If I can give you one piece of advice, it's you're never going to please everybody. You're never going to win over everybody. So you have to make sure that you are pleasing yourself, okay? Not in a selfish way where you put others down in order to pick yourself up. I don't want you to put others down in order to pick yourself up. I want you to cheer for yourself and be regardless of what other people think, okay? If you're a great singer, then be a great singer. Let people know you sing for a living. Let people know you want to be a singer. Let people know you're awesome. Let people know you put in 5 hours a day in singing training. Let people know you're a songwriter. Let people know you want to be amazing. Let people know you want to win a Grammy. Do whatever you got to do, but you got to cheer for yourself. You're great. You're awesome. You can do it. You're worthy. You deserve it, but you got to put the work in. You got to cheer for yourself, right? Here's a little technique that you can do. Whenever you give yourself one negative compliment, one negative conversation to yourself, right? If you say one negative thing to yourself, you have to say 3 positive things to yourself right after you say the one negative thing. Why? Because it's the 3-to-1 rule. And the 3-to-1 rule is you train your brain in order to say positive things, in order to think positive things, and in order to keep your mind from negative things. Because if you tell yourself negative things over and over and over and over again, you'll believe it. So you got to train your brain to tell yourself positive things so that you can trick your brain into believing the positive things. Because once you believe the positive things, then the confidence start oozing out. Everybody feels your confidence when you walk into the room. And don't mix up confidence with arrogance, okay? You got to be confident, not arrogant, right? So, the last thing, number 5 thing you can do on this list is workout/exercise. When you work out, when you do one good thing for your body a day, your brain releases endorphins, and the endorphins in your brain goes into your body and it makes you feel awesome, right? So when you work out, your body releases the endorphins and you feel awesome, and that boosts your confidence because you actually start to be consistent in your workouts. Even if it's 5 push-ups a day, right? You're going to start with 5. You might end up doing 500. But if you start with 5 push-ups a day for your body, you're going to make your body feel good, and you're going to develop your confidence because you're going to be able to say, hey, I do 5 push-ups a day. I can do 5 push-ups right now. And then in the future, you'll be able to say, I can do 10, I can do 15, I can do 50, I can do 100. But you've been developing and you've been working and it didn't come to you easy and nobody gave it to you. You actually put in the work to develop your confidence. Therefore, you are confident in your ability to do push-ups because you worked on it, okay? And remember, working out releases endorphins in your brain, the feel-good chemical to your body to let your body know you're feeling awesome. And when you're feeling awesome, you do awesome, right? So these are the 5 confidence boosters, okay? Help someone else, develop your brain, visualization, cheer for yourself, and workout/exercise. You can do all of these things from the comfort of your own home, okay? You can help somebody on the internet. You can develop your brain by reading. You can visualize in your spare time. Cheer for yourself, 3-to-1 rule, 1 negative comment, 3 positive comments. Workout/exercise, 5 crunches, 10 push-ups, 15 minutes of working out, 10 minutes of working out, whatever. Your life, your choice, right? So now we're going to go to some things that will crush your confidence. Like, these things is weighing down on you, and they will bring you down. They will tear you down. We don't want that, right? So we got to be aware of the confidence crushers. What are we doing in our everyday life that's keeping us from being confident, right? We got to be aware of these things so we can know how to face it. If I know a lion is coming at me and I'm aware of it, I can defend myself. I can run. I can hide. I can do whatever I need to do to protect myself from the lion, right? So you got to be aware of these things that crush confidence so you can stop doing them and stop crushing your confidence, okay? And one confidence crusher is pretending / faking, okay? Stop pretending and stop faking. Stop trying to emulate what you see on TV, okay? Love yourself. Be your own unique self. Trying to be someone else is going to crush your confidence. You cannot be the best. Let's say you believe Mark Cuban is the best CEO, right? Best business owner, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks basketball team, and business owner and just billionaire mogul, whatever, right? If you think you're Mark Cuban, you're going to crush your confidence when you realize you're not Mark Cuban, when you realize you're not where Mark Cuban is, when you realize you're not doing the things that Mark Cuban is doing. You're not Mark Cuban. You are your own unique self. Don't pretend to be someone else, okay? I'm a motivational speaker. I don't try to be like Eric Thomas. I don't try to be like Gary Vee. I don't try to be like any other speaker in the world. Why? Because I'm Ariel, and I am my own unique self. I have my own story. I have my own life. I have my own reasoning. I have my own mind. I have my own abilities. So therefore, I don't want to be E.T. Therefore, I don't want to be Gary Vee. Therefore, I don't want to be any other speaker, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar. I don't want to be none of those guys. I'm me. I am my own unique self, and I'm confident in my abilities, and I'm confident in my story, and I'm confident in the things that I do because I train myself to understand that I am not those guys. I am not where they at. I don't come from their background. I don't have their story. I don't want their lives. I have my own lives. I have my own children. I have my own life. I have my own family. I don't want yours. I got mines. I don't need yours. I have mines. I don't want yours. I have mines, so I don't have to be anybody else, okay? And you don't have to be anybody else. Stop trying to be like everybody else and be your own unique self, and then you'll stop crushing your confidence, okay? You crush your confidence when you try to pretend and try to fake and try to emulate somebody else. Stop faking for the cameras. Stop faking for your friends. Stop faking for everybody around you. Be you. And when you be you, you'll be the happiest person you've ever been, I promise you. You'll be the happiest you've ever felt. Your confidence will go through the roof, and you will stop crushing your own confidence by trying to pretend to be someone else and looking at them like, oh, where I'm at in regards to their life. Don't worry about where you at in regards to their life. You are where you at in your own life, okay? Do what you can do to be the best that you can be. Stop trying to be other people, right? So another thing that boosts your that crushes your confidence that's a terrible too, but don't worry about that too. Okay? Another thing that will crush your confidence is staying comfortable, okay? Don't stay comfortable. If you get comfortable, it's understandable. We're humans, right? But don't stay there. Do not stay in your comfort zone. Staying in your comfort zone will crush your confidence because you will be afraid to try new things. You will be afraid to take on new tasks. You will be way too comfortable and way too scared and way too in fear and way too worried about everybody else in order to step out of your comfort zone and step into your greatness, okay? Step out of your comfort zone and step into your greatness, all right? You got to step out of your comfort zone and step into your greatness. Don't stay comfortable. Staying comfortable will crush your confidence, okay? Do not stay in that comfort zone. You have to be willing to be the best version of you every single day, because your new life, your great life, will probably ask of you a better version of you, right? Your great life is going to require a greater effort from you. So you have to be able to step out of your comfort zone, step into your greatness, become a better, stronger, faster, wiser individual that you can be. But you can't be that better, faster, stronger, wiser individual staying in the same spot. You got to step out your comfort zone, okay? You got to make sure that when you're in your comfort zone, you realize you're in your comfort zone and say, man, I need to step out of that. Don't stay there, okay? Step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone by doing new things, all right? If you read a book, read a different book. If you watch the same TV shows, stop watching TV. If you continue to do the same things over and over and over, you'll stay in your comfort zone, okay? Don't stay in your comfort zone, right? Another thing that crushes people's confidence is not having support, right? Not having support is a trickster. Not having support will weigh you down. Not having support will make you think you're not doing the right things. But you have to be consistent, and you have to stay on the path, and you have to continue to work, and you have to continue to develop, and you have to continue to grow, okay? You have to continue to keep going regardless of support. Listen, no support, no worries. Say it with me. No support, no worries. You know why? Because people don't see the greatness in you until you put the work in, right? People aren't going to believe you and support you if you're saying you've been writing a book for 10 years and you haven't wrote the book in 10 years. You got to continue to not worry about the support, okay? Don't worry about people supporting you at the start. If you want to make a YouTube channel, make a YouTube channel regardless of who's watching. If you want to play a sport and you want to train regardless of who's watching. Don't worry about people supporting you, people jumping on your back. If you have a clothing brand, a clothing line, a business, and people aren't supporting your business, keep going. I promise you, they will come in flocks. They will come in droves. They will come faster than you have ever seen it and imagined. But you can't let not having support hold you back. Some people who don't get support over like a year time will give up because they don't have support. But don't let support crush your confidence, right? Just because you don't have support, don't let it crush your confidence, all right? No support crushes people's confidence because they feel like they're supposed to have something that somebody else had. They feel like they're supposed to be somewhere else. It's like, be patient, take your time, and understand the supporters will come as long as you work, okay? Don't give up just because you don't have support. Don't lose confidence because people aren't supporting you. No support, no worries, okay? No support, no worries. You're gonna be fine. Don't let the fact that you don't have support crush your confidence, okay? Be aware that people aren't gonna support you in the beginning, but they will support you in the end if you stay consistent. One step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time, okay? Another thing that will crush your confidence is your inner thoughts. You are your own worst critic. Again, right? In order to boost your confidence, you had to cheer for yourself. In order to be aware of what's crushing your confidence, you have to be aware of your inner thoughts, okay? Get your inner thoughts out. Get a piece of paper, number it 1 to 100, whatever you got to do, but get all of your inner thoughts on paper, right? Because inner thoughts create stress, and stress equals lack of confidence, okay? You don't want to be stressed out, because when you're stressed out, you don't have confidence. You feel like you don't have control over your life. You feel like you don't have control over your situation. So you lack confidence because your inner thoughts are eating you alive. You have a to-do list, but you don't do anything on your to-do list because your inner thoughts is overwhelming you. Get it on paper, right? If it's 10 things, knock out 3. I promise you, you'll feel more confident that you achieved those 3 things than achieving nothing, okay? Put your inner thoughts on paper to get them out of your head, right? They're in here. They're weighing you down. They're stressing you out, and they're making you lose confidence. So what do? You take them out of your head. You put them on paper. And then you continue to work on that list one thing at a time until it's complete. That's all you got to do. When you get your inner thoughts out of your head, you allow space and information to come in. You have to empty out before you pour in. If the cup is full of negative thoughts, negative people, negative places, negative environments, negative actions, you pour the negative actions out, then you allow for space in the cup for positive actions to come in, okay? For positive thoughts to come in, for positive reinforcement, for positive encouragement, for positive actions, all right? You have to get your inner thoughts out because your inner thoughts will crush your confidence, okay? And the last thing to do, last thing to be aware of, right, is a confidence crusher is being ignorant, lacking education, lacking information, lacking knowledge. Lacking knowledge will only crush your confidence, okay? If developing your brain equals boosting your confidence, then being ignorant means it crushes your confidence, right? They're opposites. So don't stay ignorant. Don't stay unaware. Don't stay unlearned, okay? You have the ability to learn. You have information. You have knowledge. You have wisdom. Seek a mentor. Get their wisdom. Get their knowledge. You have family and friends. Get their wisdom. Get their knowledge. You have books, access to the internet, and a whole bunch of resources at your hand, okay? This is the age of dumb people and smartphones, all right? Don't be a dumb person with a smartphone. Be a smart person with a smartphone because you are developing your brain. You're not staying ignorant. Lacking knowledge makes you unconfident because you feel like you can't do it. Most people don't start businesses because they don't have the know-how to start a business. So since they don't have the know-how to start a business, they lack the confidence they need to run a business. They lack the confidence they need to start a business. They lack the confidence they need to get the information to even think about starting a business, right? Being ignorant equals unconfident. Once you become learned, once you grow, once you study, once you develop your brain, you become confident. So if you're ignorant, you're not confident, you lack confidence. You're ignorant, so you don't know how to gain confidence, right? Don't stay ignorant because ignorance crushes confidence. No education crushes confidence. If you know how to ride a bike, you're confident in riding a bike. But if you don't know how to ride a bike, you fear riding the bike because you don't have confidence in yourself. You don't think that you have the ability to ride a bike. But what I'm here to tell you is if you stay ignorant, you won't have the ability to ride a bike. But if you get on that bike and you try and you fail and you try and you learn and you try, you will develop confidence in your failures. You will develop confidence in your experiences. You will develop confidence in your ability to ride that bike because you kept pushing through it. All right? So just to recap what we talked about, confidence boosters, right? Help someone else. Develop your brain. Visualization, cheer for yourself, workout/exercise, right? Confidence crushers. Pretending / faking to be someone else. Staying comfortable, not breaking out of your comfort zone. No support from others. Inner thoughts will crush your confidence. And being ignorant will crush your confidence, okay? So, this is my thing if y'all didn't know. This is the bow and arrow, right? That's my thing. That helps me create confidence. Whenever I'm doing something, I'll just do this, right? Because I visualize myself shooting a bow and arrow and hitting my target. And if I hit my target, I'm confident in myself, right? It helps me build confidence. That's a confidence booster for me. It gets me in motion. And it looks cool too. But it's your boy Ariel, and I want to thank you for watching today's episode. I want to thank you for all your likes, your comments, your shares. I just ask that you, if you see this video, share it on Facebook, share it with a friend, share it with a student, share it with a peer, share it with family members, share it with whoever, okay? Let's get this word out. Let's build each other up. Let's create a better community, create a better world, create a better society. But it starts with us. It starts with you. It starts with me. So I have to develop my confidence just like you have to develop your confidence. And hopefully after this class, you have some good strategies to develop your confidence and you have some awareness as to what crushes confidence to get away from that, right? So like this on Instagram, like this on Facebook, like this on YouTube, share the link. Make sure you continue to send me messages, show support, do what you got to do, because the more you support, the more confidence you make me feel. And the more that the confident you make me feel, the more I can help the world, right? So continue to be the best you that you can be and be better than the man you was yesterday, because that's your only competition, all right? Peace.